Do these eyebrows make me look angry? They still look angry. Hey guys, it's Christinka. You're on Stinka Style. Thanks for tuning in. And I wanted to do a cut crease for my friend Roxanne. I did record one before, but the audio didn't work. Now, cut crease is going to be more difficult for me because I do have hooded lids. But I'm going to try to make it work for Roxanne, and hopefully everybody likes it. This video is for everybody, but Roxanne requested it. Do the cut crease with the eyeshadow palette I reviewed for you guys last week-ish, which is the Swamp Queen. Since I did swatch it, and maybe because you bought it because of me, maybe, possibly, I want to go ahead and use that so you can use it to, you know, get an idea of a particular look using this palette. So with a cut crease, it's very dramatic, so I am going to use some tape. Going to use the lower lash line to the pointish of this brow, like so. All my chunky lids. Look at this, come on now. Did I make this one long enough? Okay, we're gonna go to the bottom of the lashes, up all the way up here. Let's put some eyeshadow primer, soft ochre from MAC. I mean, I know a lot of people use concealer too, which I've never had. I'm sure it works similarly. Probably doesn't work as well because that's not its main job. Main job is to conceal things and brighten things. And this, I would have to say, if there's a product that is specifically for something, that I would imagine it would be better than a different product that you're just using for multiple things. But I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. For this cut crease, I totally meant to only put this stuff from like here above and do the rest later, but I'm constantly messing up. So no turning back now. I'll just have to put more on later for what I'm gonna do. For a cut crease, basically you're just changing the crease of your existing eye, which actually can be a great thing for people with hooded lids. It just is more difficult to find the crease and to work with it because you've got all that extra skin. But it can give you a completely different eye shape, which I think is the purpose of a cut crease. I'm gonna put an all over color. I'm gonna use Big Baby from this palette just to put all over to set this eyeshadow primer. Big Baby is this one right here. It's just a light nude tone, which you can use no matter your skin tone. It matches mine. It's probably lighter than mine. And you can use any colors for a cut crease. I might do another one later with different colors. My crease is down here simply because of my hood. But my actual crease is up here. This is the socket of my eye all the way up here. But because of the hood, it leads you to believe it's down here. So basically we're just creating a new crease wherever we want it. Okay, I'm gonna go in between where my eye socket is and where my crease fold is. I'm gonna kind of go right in the middle. And I'm going to use a dark color. This is Man Cat from this palette down here. It's a purpley type color. Just to draw out my line. Now use a very light hand. Just kind of start marking out where you want your new crease to be. It's going to completely change the shape of my eye. Now, once you put your line down, that's going to give you a guide of where not to go below while you're blending and while you're adding other colors. Doesn't have to be perfect. We can always clean it up later. But I'm going to round off my end a little bit just so it doesn't look too crazy. I don't know if there's an exact science to this. It's just, you know, it's makeup. You have to play around with it. I went in and got a little bit more product just now that I have that lighter line, just to darken it up a little bit. Go ahead and bring it down, lighter down towards this area. Then on the ends, I think that's a rule in general, light to dark. Not that there's rules, but generally speaking. Okay. So I'm going to use a little blending brush. Okay, I'm going to use, oh, by the way, brush I was using is this angled brush from e.l.f. Doesn't have a name. It's just an angled brush. And now I'm going to use a smaller blending brush to give myself some more control. This is a crease brush, it says. I'm going to go to the next color in that row down, just the next lighter color, which is uncommon. And these smell good. These almost smell like the chocolate palette, but not as chocolate, almost more vanilla. It smells really good though. And when I use my chocolate palette, I smell it throughout the day. It's such a good smell to smell. I haven't worn this one out much yet. Alright, so we're just going to go above that line and try to just start blending those two colors together. And it probably would have been smart to do the other eye at the same time, just so I could get my creases the same, but you know, too late for that. I'm sure it'll be fine. And we're just going to blend, 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 blend. And these shadows, since they're kind of creamy, they're not cream eyeshadows, but they're creamy. And they blend together pretty well. I'm going to go almost all the way up to the eyebrow. I'm going to leave just a little bit so we've got some highlight up there. Pretty sure that's what the cool people do. Kind of very defined line up there. Does that look okay? Does that look good? To me, straight lines and dramatic lines look good to my eye. Like, forever I thought that blending was for people who couldn't make straight lines. Apparently that's not the case, and you're supposed to blend all the time. And sometimes I'll just do straight up line, 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 and not care what people think. But I am trying to grow in my techniques. So I'm gonna blend for you guys today, although probably gonna revert back to my old ways and not even realize it. So I'm gonna take any black eyeshadow you have. Let me see which one I want to use. And it doesn't have to be black either, but that's what I'm thinking I'm going to use. So I'm going to use this NYX eyeshadow palette called Dusk Till Dawn. And I'm going to use the black that's in here. Are the colors on here? I don't know that the names are on here. But I'm going to use this black down here. What's up, Pumpkin? You want to come up here? Oh, yes. You can, oh, I can't do makeup with one hand. I can't do it with one hand, Eva. Can't do it with one hand. You're gonna make me do it anyways? Hmm? Oh, hello, princess. Alright, we're gonna see if we can do this with one hand, since we have a visitor. And I don't want to turn my visitor away. Oh, it's so bright. Oh my goodness, it's so bright, princess. Okay. And it's okay that I messed up because I'm going to clean up that part anyways. And then blend that out as well. What? You don't want me to do it? Oh, you want some makeup too, Pumpkin? Oh, I don't want you to hurt your precious eyes. So cute. think I'm going to be blending here for quite a bit. Do you think I'm talking to you? I'm talking to the people. I'm talking to the people. She's like, I heard you in here talking to yourself. I figured I should check on you. I think this is darker than what I anticipate. You don't want me to do it? Oh, princess, come on. Don't be a booty. It's really making this difficult for mommy, you know. That's how you have to do it. I'm sure people who have kids, little kids, probably have the same problem. So I'm going to take some more of that eyeshadow primer, the paint pot, to clean that up. If you do want a pretty dramatic line, that's kind of the whole point of the cut crease. You just want to sit on my lap, maybe? Yes. Oh, yes. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, cutie. Okay, I did mess up a little bit because I was doing it with one hand. Okay, this brush is an eyeshadow brush, but I use it for my eyeshadow primer all the time. Alright, how's that coming along, guys? Do you see what I'm trying to go for here? You know what? Maybe I'll do a completely different look on the other eye. Why not, right? I'm not going anywhere. It's the weekend. Which, people usually go places on the weekend. I don't. I lock myself away in the house unless I have particular plans for something. Okay, go ahead and get rid of this tape. How's that looking? Of course, it's going to look a lot better when I have makeup on. Face makeup. Alright, now that we put some more of that stuff on there, let's go ahead and set that. Okay, I'm going to set that with the lightest color in that row, which is Haunting. This one right here. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And just be careful. I need to use a different brush for this. Probably a smaller one would probably work better. Basically, do you see the goal here? So normally, this is the part that usually gets to have all the fun, but because it gets so sucked up into my eye flap that you can't see anything. So basically all we're doing is bringing the fun up so you can see it more. And close up, I mean, it's obvious that my flap is down here. But from far away, just changes your eye shape. And I don't think it looks bad up close. Now, not everybody likes this look, but I think it's kind of cool to play with. Okay, let's do the other eye. So we're going to use the darkest color on that row, which is Sippy Sippy. So now I'm going to put the eyeshadow primer just on the top, which is what I meant to do before. Which might not be worth it. Stay on there, tape. The tape works better when you don't have anything under it, but because I had put that concealer down there to mute out my too long eyebrow, not wanting to stay, I might have to put another piece on there. Are my eyebrows like two completely different shapes? Or is it just me? Alright, yep, the tape is going. I'm gonna have to put a different piece of tape on there. A new piece of tape on there. Middle row. These I have not, I swatched them, but I haven't used them in real life, so I want to see how they work. So again, here's my pretend crease. Here's my eye socket. I'm going to find somewhere a happy medium in the middle. I'm going to put the pointy towards this pointy tilted edge going this way. Try to use a light hand. Now I switch the brush over to the pointy edge facing out. Where is this fuzz coming from? Just so I can have a little bit more control over it, because now I'm dragging it. So when you drag, the point of the angle goes out. And now that I'm dragging it this way, I'm putting the point inwards. Gosh, I hope that makes sense. So you do have to move your brushes around. And I brought that down too low. Dang it. I wanted this to be up higher. So we're going to clean up that mistake later. In fact, let's just clean it up a little bit now, just so we know what we're working with. Just taking that eyeshadow primer brush, just clean it up a little bit, because I want my skin to be showing, because before, if I brought it down too low, it would be pointless. Okay, that's much better. Now I can see my eyelid, or my new fake eyelid, much better. Before it was too low. So now we're going to go in with this middle color, which was really shimmery and chromy when I swatched it. I think I need to put a base color. This tutorial is going to be all over the place. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to put a base color down, which is what I meant to do and what I did on the other eye, but somehow forgot. Just because it makes the blending process much easier. So I'm going to put that big baby color again, which is just a nude-ish. Can't even see it. That's okay, it's not meant to be seen, it's just meant to be helpful. So use a small blending brush again, and I'm going to go into a Sassabun, which is this middle color again. I think I mentioned that. They're very dark, very heavily pigmented colors, so I'm going to try to go real light with it. Just go right above that crease color. Blend, blend, blend. See, I'm sitting right under the brow bone, which will help you give that brow highlight if you just sit right under it. Kind of poke it in and swirl it around. And I don't think I'm going to use black on this one. Maybe I will. Okay, so that's not very blended because you can still very much see that line. So I think I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do actually. I don't know, I kind of like it like that. I know some people won't because it's such a line that's not blended. Let's go back in with this angled brush again with the same sippy sippy. Try to even up these lines a little bit more. Because I think that's the hardest part of doing a cut crease, is lining up your lines. Again, be careful not to drag that down too much, because then we're going to lose the whole effect. I'm just going to drag it up a little bit. I don't know that that's going to do much. Well, it seems to be doing something. and drag it up. And then just blend that out a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to clean it up. The same concealer or paint pot. I think putting it all over and then just adding more on actually is a better idea. So at least I learned something from this video. I thought this would work better, but I don't think so. I was going to put Big Baby because it's in this row, but since I did that as a brow highlighter, I'm going to come up here and do this one, which is hashtag SFF. So this eye is very shimmery. I did not realize that I used shimmery on top of shimmery on top of shimmery. So if that is not your thing, do not do what I did. Okay. I have some of my face makeup on and I put some mascara on. And which eye do y'all like better for this cut crease? Comment down below, A or B. I think I'm leaning towards A. What do y'all think? Or is it too dark? I don't know, I really like the cut crease. It looks like I have, you know, some eye space. And again, that's kind of the whole purpose. Especially once you put the mascara on. I think it looks really nice. It does take longer than my normal routine, but I really like it. I'm going to do some contouring and stuff next, but that'll be a different video. I want to try to chop them up. So I hope the cut crease was helpful. I know when I watched them, they talk to you like you already know what you're doing, and the whole point is that you don't know what you're doing. So I hope the way that I explained it is helpful to somebody who's been wanting to try it out. And the only thing I would do to finish off this look, my eye's itching me, is to take the same angled brush and just put some down at the bottom, even out the top from the bottom, and then put some bottom mascara on. So this one I'm going to put a little bit of the purpley. This doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know where that cut off because my memory card was full, so in case it didn't catch it, all I did was take the same angled brush and took the darkest color and just went under. Just smudged out a line under the eyes just to balance it out. On this one I did the darkest color on here, which was Man Cat, and on this one I did Sippy Sippy. I did use the same brush, which is probably why they look very similar, but that's fine. I think it looks good. And then we're just going to put some mascara on the bottom lashes. I heard that a lot of people don't do that, that they don't like the way that looks. I don't know why you wouldn't like the way that looks. Tell me why you don't like the way that looks if you are in that camp of thinking. I'm not going to put a ton on, just to make sure that they're there, or that you can see them, I mean. Okay, eye A, eye B. Which one do y'all like more? Do you like either of them? Do you like none of them? Let me know. Like I said, I think I do like the cut crease. It does take a little bit more time than my normal routine, but I like the way it looks, especially with my hooded eyes. It completely changes the shape of my eye. So let me know if you guys liked this, if it was helpful, or which eye you like, A or B. A or B. Thanks for tuning in to Style. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. Bye.